For Doug Watson, Tyler's ridden the horse before. He's won on him too back in the States, and that was over 7. So I wouldn't worry too much about the fact that he's up in distance from 6. In fact, he looked a bit outpaced in his starts over sprint distances here. Doug, of course, he's well represented in this department, so I'm not surprised he was campaigned over shorter. But I think this could be the distance is to where he really finds his feet. We'll see. What's Baprat Leon going to do out the gates under Ryushi Sakai? Well, you'd imagine he's going to come over from 8 and try and hit that rail, but it won't be easy. Another one who can have a pace interest in the race is Royal Muse out of 3 under Tygo Shea. I think they'll be the ones most prominent. And we saw in our opening race that, conversely to what we saw 12 months ago, you could really come from off it and wide as well. That's where the first 2 home finished in our thriller in our opening contest. So, loading process well underway. Last few going forward ahead of the first of the races for the thoroughbreds. Here's Larry Colmus.
All right, thanks very much. They're moving into line here. Discovery Island has gone into the starting gate. Laudacion about to move in. This the Godolphin Mile, sponsored by One Zabil. And we are just about ready as the last runners go into the starting gate. And they're all in line. They're off in the Godolphin Mile. A slow start there for Law of Peace, who was off about 4 lengths slower than the competition. It's a good beginning for Isolate, who's sent immediately to the front by Tyler Gaffleon. Royal Muse came out running in 2nd position. And right there is Baprat Leon up and on the pace in 3rd. When Carnelian is 4th to the outside. Then Raib along the rail, 4 lengths from the front up the backstretch. Egot is after that. Then Desert Wisdom is running in between horses. On his inside is Everfast. Discovery Island is next. Farthest out, it is Golden Goal, who's 7 lengths behind the leaders as they continue up the backstretch. Prince Ag, Laudacion next, forward to Atletico El Colano. Slow starting Law of Peace at the rear of the field as they race for the far turn. And it is Isolate in front. It's Isolate by 1.5 lengths here. Baprat Leon, the defending champion, is right there in 2nd. Fellow Japanese runner Win Carnelian is moving 3 wide in 3rd. Discovery Island is 4th, but under a heavy drive. Then comes Raib, and they're coming to the top of the stretch. And Isolate has been there every step of the way, turning for home with a 2-length lead on Baprat Leon. Win Carnelian is 3rd to the outside. The others have work to do, and Isolate to catch. 300 meters to go. Tyler Gaffleon going to work on Isolate. They're out there by 3. Baprat Leon is 2nd, and then comes Win Carnelian on the outside. But at the 16th pole, it is Isolate, and he is all by himself. Isolate wins the Godolphin Mile running away, and a big run from Law of Peace, who came from the back of the pack to get 2nd. Then came Atletico El Colano. So those 2 came from the rear of the field, but no one was catching Isolate today.
Wow, what a performance from Isolate. He had it to prove at the distance, but he was just travelling so easy. And I thought Tyler Gaffleon's body language out the gates was key. Low in the saddle, pushing away, but not panicking, getting his horse to the front. Speed told, it held on the rail, and Isolate wasn't for passing. Baprat Leon could not get over. He couldn't travel with his usual fluency out in front on the rail, as he's done for his last 2 successes in the Middle East, one on the turf, one on the dirt. And the warning signs were there early on. And Tyler Gaffleon, well, yes, he's judged this to perfection, but he's just been on the fastest horse. And sometimes it doesn't matter how strong a stayer you are at the distance if you can eke out the early fractions on the rail, and that's exactly what he's done. He's a mile clear of the rest. Doug Watson's got such a good record in